I wanted to do another kind of get ready with me video, chit-chatting and just kind of talking while I am going to do my makeup. Um, well, let's do the intro. Here's the intro. My husband is on his way home. He's been working out of town for the last 2 days, and so I just like to, I don't know, just put on a little makeup and make myself look a little bit pretty for when he gets home. And then I thought I would do this video while I am getting ready. But that whole concept came to mind, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about it. I have a whole list of things that I try to do for Brian, just to let him know that I love him and I appreciate him, and I thought I would share. But just so everyone knows, and just so I make myself feel better, I do not think that I am wife of the year, or that I deserve any kind of praises from other people, or that I am any kind of expert at marriage or relationships, because I am human and I screw up all the time, and I have insecurities and I have flaws and things that I just don't do great. Hey, Mom. Okay, sorry about that. But even though I do not consider myself, hi, Supai. Sorry, I just keep getting interrupted. This is the problem when you have children. They don't care what mommy is doing. They're just gonna interrupt you. Okay, so like I was saying, I don't believe that I am any kind of expert in any sort of relationship advice, but what I do know is that I try to keep my relationship a huge priority, and I think, and I've seen a lot of other people that don't do that, and I don't know, I don't want to come off preachy whatsoever, but I just want to give ideas, I guess. I want to give support and ideas about what you can do to help your relationship. And this is one of those things, is just kind of taking that extra time to just get yourself dolled up, I guess. And it doesn't even have to be a lot, but it's like, and I kind of struggle with even explaining this, because I don't want anyone to think that I have to wear makeup or I have to look a certain way for my husband, and that my husband expects me to look like certain ways, because he doesn't. He could care less if I am in jeans and a t-shirt, or if I'm in a beautiful floral dress. He doesn't care. But it just kind of it boosts my confidence up, and I think that it just does. It shows him that I am trying to put a little bit of effort to look nice, to look presentable for him. And, you know, who doesn't want to feel good about themselves and look nice anyway? And I guess the best way to explain this is if it was the opposite. If your husband spent a whole lot, not a whole lot, but just spent the extra time to pick out an outfit that he thought you would like, to do his hair a certain way, to wear a cologne that he knows you like, you would appreciate that. And so I think that he appreciates it when I put a little bit of effort into it. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I mean, honestly, I'm wearing, they're not sweatpants, but they're like stretchy pants. They're not that Lulu brand either. They're just pants I found. And a Mickey Mouse sweater. I'm not super dressed up, but I do want to put a little bit of effort into my look. I thought my hair looked cute, just straight. And I don't know. I just want him to be... We always joke that my nickname is Trophy Wife, and it's just a joke. Again, it's just he likes to show me off, and so it makes me feel good that he feels that way about me. So that's just one of the tips that I have about trying to do better for your relationship and just kind of build your husband up, I guess. Another one that I think is very important is greeting my husband at the door when he comes home. So it's kind of the same as me getting myself all dolled up, so he has that extra knowledge, that I put in that extra effort to let him know that I care. and greeting him at the door every time, no matter what I'm doing. Even if I'm cooking dinner, the second I hear his keys going in that door, I run to the door, I open it up, I grab all his stuff for him, and I give him a hug and a kiss once he's like in and put things down. Because usually he has a lot of stuff that he carries when he comes home from work, so I give him a second. But then like I let him have a breathing room at the same time. So after I give him his hug and kiss, he comes upstairs and gets dressed, and I just let him have that time to just kind of decompress from his work day. But he knows that he comes home and he's going to have a good greeting from me and the kids, and it's just a happy way to come home, I think. You know, sometimes his job can be very, very stressful, and sometimes, you know, you have bad days and you don't want to come home to chaos and craziness. So just putting that extra effort into making sure he is welcomed at home, he feels good when he comes home, he knows that home is just a good place for him, a happy place for him, and that working all that hard hours and hard labor and all of that stuff, dealing with people he doesn't care to deal with sometimes, that it's worth it, that the reason he does all that is because he can come home to his family where he is loved and he is appreciated. And so I think it's very important that I greet him at the door and just let him know I'm happy to see him. Sometimes that is not always possible. You know, sometimes the kids are having meltdowns and I'm about to lose it. But I try to make sure that the first thing that comes out of my mouth is something positive. So that is just a huge thing that I definitely try to do every single day. So that is my second tip. I'm trying to think of another tip that I like to do. I just try, my husband is very good at always thinking about me when he's out and about. Like when he's out and about, he always thinks like, Cassandra's at home with the kids, so I'll get her a treat or just something a little special, or I'll call her and just let her know that I'm thinking about her. And so he's really, really good about that. He's always texting me cute little things or just saying things, and he's one that's definitely like, he wears his heart on his sleeve. He says exactly what he means. When he loves somebody, they know it. He's not shy about his feelings and with that kind of stuff. So like, he tells me multiple times a day, he pours his heart out to how much he loves me. So I really appreciate that. And I also know that sometimes the way people show love is how they want to be shown love too. So it's kind of a love language thing, and words of affirmation is definitely one of his love languages. And so I know that he needs to hear those things. He needs to hear compliments and just to build his self-esteem up. So I try to do that as much as I can possibly, when I think about it, because that's not one of my love languages, so I don't ever really think to do that. But that's such a simple thing. It's just to text him in the middle of the day when I think about him, or just to say something nice when he comes home, or just, you know, I'm really bad about complimenting him when it comes to like his looks, I guess. My husband, I just think my husband's hot, and I just think he knows he's hot, so why do I need to say that? But he needs to hear that. It helps build him up, it helps him. It's important to him that I say those things to him. So I'm trying so hard to get better at that, because I feel really silly to say, ooh, baby, you look sexy tonight. I just feel like I look like a dork when I say that. So, but I'm trying, because I know he needs to hear that and he wants to hear that. And so I'm trying to get better at that and trying to do different, but I want to be truthful and honest with what I'm saying. And I absolutely think my husband's hot. So I just want to say that a little bit more. So that is my third tip. I'm going to give one more tip. What is something? So I don't know. One thing else that I'm really bad about is I make a lot of plans. I just like to be busy. I'm a busy person. I thrive on chaos, I think, and I thrive on having lots of things on my to-do list. It helps focus me in a weird way, where I want to get a lot of things done. I don't want to waste time. I want to be productive, and I'm constantly coming up with new plans, new projects, new things. I'm just constantly, my brain's constantly working. And a lot of times he'll be like randomly be like, "What are you thinking about?" And I will say something totally off the wall, and he's like, "What? What did that have anything to do with this?" And I'm like, I don't know. I'm constantly thinking. But my problem, the thing that I'm bad about, is I don't include him in those plans or in those just things that I have on my calendar, and I need to do better at that. I need to make sure, just run things by him before, and not that he was not like supportive of things, but sometimes he would like input on certain things. Or if I have something that I plan, like I have a big family, and a lot of times my family plans get-togethers and parties and dinners and just visits, and I love that kind of stuff. I thrive on visiting my family and spending time with people that I love, because that's my love language, is time. Is, what is that? I can't even think what the wording is at, but just the being around people. What is it? Anyhow, my husband's not. I can't think what it is now. That's gonna kill me. It's my love language. What is it called? Anyhow, my husband is not like that. He loves spending time, quality time. That's what it is. It's where I love spending time with my family. That's how I show love, is by showing up at their house without calling them. I've done that to probably every single one of my family members. But just spending time, having conversations, getting to know people and talking to them, sharing our experiences and our stories and our struggles. That's my love language. My husband is not like that. And so he doesn't understand the importance it is to me to visit all these people and jam-pack family time with everybody under the sun that I love. And to him, that's just, we don't have time for that. We don't have gas money for that. We don't have the energy for that. He likes to be at home and he likes to decompress. And I see the benefit in that too. So I'm trying to be better at least planning at least one day. And we're trying to do it Sundays, to where I have no plans. We're not doing anything on Sundays but spending time with the family, just us in our home, and letting Brian relax before he has to go back to work on the weekend. So I'm just trying to be more great. I don't know the words right now. I'm losing any form of dictionary in my head right now. But I'm just trying to be a more compromise. I think I'm trying to compromise more on that and just give him his input on what he needs. So those are my 4 tips, I guess, for suggestions for bettering your relationship and your marriage. What is your guys' love language? Leave that in the comment below. I love finding out what people's love languages are, and I actually like try to figure it out in different family members and with my kids. And it's just interesting, different people. And so I don't know. I really find that fascinating. So I need to get my makeup on. I get to chatting and I just totally forget what I'm doing. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to leave your comment about your love language, do that right below. I am burping now too, so apologize. That's rude. Subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.